Hey everyone, we're still here on Rocktopia, and so today I thought that we would go ahead and do a little Calypso Atrox Codex, but also this 120-pound workout, which is to kill 5,000 of these for a reward. Does it tell us what the reward is? It does not, and I did not look it up, so we'll just have to kind of wonder for a second. Well, until I look it up, or you do, or we get the reward. Let's take our skill pill. We'll go ahead and take a little loot pill. These things have crazy long aggro. And one of our armor pieces is pretty broken, and so we'll probably have to swap out mid-fight at some point. But we should get a whole bunch of skills from these guys. We're going to break this little 30 rifle, and then we have a 35 in reserve to kind of swap to. Luckily, they miss a lot. Oh, this is an old one. I thought we got both youngs. I mean, not that I would have switched or anything, but in any event, we got to kill 5,000 of these, and we won't be able to collect the Codex reward until we return to Calypso. But any codexes we get on Rocktopia from Calypso mobs like the Foul, the Dakabas, these Atroxes, the Hiru, Sumama, and there's a slew of other ones. They just don't have quests on Rocktopia. You know, I saw Amulamaxes. There's some Oscillium, something or others. Like level 90 something things I don't want to mess with for, I mean, probably ever, but maybe someday. But that day is not tomorrow or the next day for sure. Nice. Looks like we're gonna get some weird stuff from these guys probably. Liver oil, shrapnel is what we've got so far. But Atroxes have a really big loot list. When I looked them up before, and so I assume that that still holds true kind of in Loot 2.0. But I think we'll be able to claim the attribute if we get one. Just not the Calypso Codex, but that's 4 Codex ranks we'd have to get, and I don't think we'll be getting that today. Kind of expect most of it to be shrapnel. But it'll be nice to make a nice little dent in this little 120-pound workout. Because, well, mainly just because we're double dipping, right? So we're working on that, and you know what? While we're doing this killing, I'll kind of look it up. Um, on my phone. Liver oil again. So that'll probably be pretty common. We'll see if I can pull up the consolidated guide and kind of figure it out. And by figure it out, I mean I hope they list it. I'm gonna try and circle around so we don't get a giant mess of them aggroed on us at once. That's never fun. Oh, well, it doesn't say on the guide, so that's a bummer. But in any event, we're gonna get the Codex rewards from killing them. We're just gonna get this extra reward for having killed them on Rocktopia, since they haven't swapped over to Codex, and so all these other missions are still active. Oh, that's gonna aggro on us. Yep. Oh, and this is how you get swarmed pretty easy out here. Oh, that was a nice one. 49.44 ped. So about 60 pecks shy of a global there. It's also why I kind of like to stay close to the water, so that there's less chance that we get aggroed like that. Which is why the other reason we were circling around the way we were. The skills are coming in real nice, at least. So a small grouping of loot so far. Nothing too outrageous though. All the super common stuff. The the only downside to doing the codex here is our inability to track it because we didn't pull it up when we were on Calypso before we came down onto Rocktopia. And there's the mega grouping of them out there. And so we'll move over to this water line and kind of just start plinking them off is the goal. And again, we should be getting pretty great skills, honestly. Um, and hopefully we can just kind of churn through some of these. Get a codex rank or two. It'll notify us that we got it. It just won't let us select anything, right? Or show us, I don't think. But that's definitely worth it because we're able to double dip. Oh, this says it's dodge and a stamina token. This is totally worth doing then. Definitely worth the extra not being able to track your codex while you're here. Because we're going to get a bunch of extra dodge skill and a stamina point out of it, it looks like. So we're going to lay it down on these guys. That's exciting. It was like 7 pet and dodge on the wiki. Obviously, it's going to take a while to get there, though. 5,000 kills is not quick in any capacity, especially not on Atroxes. But we're getting a ton of shrapnel and a whole bunch of liver oil, honestly. Oh, skill boost, what we get? 155% for 5 minutes. Bring on the skills. Man, this is exciting. I like that we can kind of plink him off for the most part. I would hate to try and do Aatroxes as a melee character. You would just be constantly swarmed, I think. Or I guess having to use a long rifle to pull it, like you'd have to hit one, let it come in and switch over or something like that. That also doesn't sound that fun. Yeah, it's really exciting to get a big skill boost like that. Especially on top of the 50% skill pill we're running. Like, that's a lot of extra skills we're going to get over that small period of time. And we were going to get reasonable skills anyway, because we're using the laser sight that gives the skill bonus. The Ignats, I think it's called. And so we're really just trying to push those skills up kind of as quick as we can. Outside of buying them, obviously. Because we're trying to qualify, like I said before, on some higher rifles for the Mayhem events. I think we could handle the 4 or the 5 with a little more DPS on top of our Mayhem armor that seem to be able to consistently find in the auction house most of the time. Obviously not the feet, because that's why we're wearing Spartacus feet. But I'm pretty sure I've got some Mind Force chips off these guys before. I don't remember which ones exactly. Probably like some like electric 4 zone type stuff, maybe. I don't really remember which one it was. Let's be honest. It's been a whole bunch of months since I've hunted Atroxes on Rocktopia, and I try not to hunt them on Calypso ever. I'm really trying to double dip from afar, we'll say. Because that, well, the extra reward is just that, an extra reward. Like, you're going to kill the same amount, spend roughly the same, get roughly the same returns. You may as well take the second reward on top of the first. I kind of wish I had something to do with all this animal liver oil, but I don't craft anything that uses it. Oh, look, we got friends. I'm kind of excited to move over onto the next gun. So let's see how much longer we got. Oh no, we're getting close. Couple pet. Oh, and he brought a friend. That's a lot of friends. I'm not sure I'm feeling that friendly. They need to stage it out. No big groups, you know. So we'll thin that group out for them. Well, they just keep spawning on top of me. Or close enough, I suppose. Sorry, we'll be fine until those shin guards break, which is the piece that only had like a little over half a pet of decay left on it. The the mayhem rounds of mayhem we did really kind of took its toll on that piece of equipment, we'll say. Oh, there's another one that spawned close enough that it started to aggro and immediately. That's what we like to call the auto pull. And the auto pull continues. Mm, I almost want to dump these guys at this point just because there's so many. Which is the other bonus to being on near the water. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a sec. Okay, so say that you're getting overwhelmed here. You can just swim out, let them all fall to the bottom, and then they all drown. You come out the top, and then we're gonna move over a little bit in the hopes that when they start respawning, they won't all respawn so close. I think we were just in a bad cluster, but I don't want to get too close or we're gonna have the same problem over here. And we're for sure having that same problem because they got too close. And so that's the danger with high aggro range mobs like this. That guy's close enough, he's gonna aggro behind us. Probably already had by the time I said something. And his friend's on the borderline. I'm excited to move to this other gun here in just probably on this next mob, honestly. It'll boost our DPS up a little bit, which I think might help us out with these guys. I mean, I want to pretend it's helping, but then we're swarmed by 6 Atroxes again, so we'll try to fight our way out of this one. I don't want to just dump them every time. But we're going to get absolutely swarmed from that big cluster that just spawned right over there. It's going to have like 8 of them on us. So this is the danger of right there. You see up how many we have on us of Atrox hunting. You will get swarmed. They'll spawn kind of close to you and just aggro because they're literally aggroing from almost 1.5 radar circles away. Oh, there's an Atrox skin. Oh, we're going to take one of these pills. This should boost our reload speed by a pretty significant amount, about 12%, which in turn will boost our DPS up because we're shooting that much faster. So sometimes you just need that extra DPS. So that was a nice critical they hit us with too right there. About 27 through the armor. And we got, I mean, this is Mayhem with Imperium officer plates, so it's got pretty reasonable protection against almost everything. And as soon as we put a couple down, a couple more spawn right close enough that they aggro. So I think we're still at 7 or 8. And so definitely make sure you bring good armor for this. You're for sure going to need it. Or a crazy big gun. I guess if you're just like killing these in 2 shots, it wouldn't matter. That's not our fate. Our skills are definitely not up to where we have a gun that'll 2-shot an Atrox. In fact, this is the biggest gun I can use right now. Ooh, we're down to 6. Really whittling them down. Oh, there's another one. Keeping it at 6. Oh, that guy's aggroing. Well, luckily I killed that one so that we're still at 6. Kind of reminds me of like a little Zerg attack from StarCraft. Where they just keep pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. Well, we are getting pretty good skills, so I can't complain about that in any capacity. But so far, all really common loot outside of that skin, I guess, or hide, whichever it was. Oh, that one's partially disappeared. I wonder if we'll be able to shoot it. We might be dumping that one. Sometimes when that happens, it means they don't have a hitbox we can get into. But it'll still be able to hit us, don't worry. Well, the good news is we got 1% of that quest done. Well, that was a nice critical, almost 40 points. And so if we can't shoot this little Atrox that's, like a tail and feet, it looks like on my end, um, we'll just have to drown them, like we did that first 6 batch. Hopefully we'll be able to get his hitbox and we'll just be able to kill him normal. Sometimes that's the case, sometimes not. We'll get to find out here in a sec. I was just trying to get that one to not aggro on us on top of this. Oh, so that's a knot. Out we go. Those are little sharks. That's how you solve that problem when there's water nearby. Now we can start the getting swarm process all over again. Although I'm a little sad, Atrox is typically global pretty often, and we've been striking out so far. Outside that first almost global. Well, that one's aggroing real fast. And yeah, we haven't got anything real nice. Uh, oh, and there's another one with the broken hitbox. That's always a bummer. Well, we'll just get rid of it. No sense in letting it beat on us when we can't hit it. I really hope one day they'll fix that. But I hope they'll fix a lot of stuff one day. Some of the instances on Rocktopia, for starters. The werewolf mine one specifically. There's like an invisible wall on the blocking you from the treasure chest at the end. And then Mind Arc actually can't do anything about it. And you're just stuck in there until the end time runs out. Because you can't access the exit either. Little stuff like that I would like them to fix maybe. But I really like all the instances and stuff on Rocktopia, so I just know now, after doing that one, that that's not one of the ones you ever want to do. And they'll refund you some universal ammo based on what you spent, but it's still all in all was a pretty frustrating experience when I decided to do that instance. The other ones were a lot of fun. The booty call one, the one that drops all the Vixen parts, the and that subway one was actually even pretty fun. And here's where we start to get swarmed again pretty good. Really surprised these Stygards have kind of held up through this. I wonder if it's just because these guys miss a lot. Thank you, evade skill. We are getting a pretty good amount of the liver oil though, which is nice. We'll just end up trade terminaling that and getting us a new gun. I don't think there's going to be any market for that on Rocktopia, and I don't think we'll actually have enough to justify a warp back to try and get the markup out of the Calypso auction house. Could you imagine if they had a Atrox wave event? It would just spawn, and because wave events are naturally kind of small, every Atrox that got spawned would just swarm immediately, like a magnet. Well, if I ever need liver oil, I know where to come now. The Atrox ring. Oh, and then we got another bad hitbox one. We're dumping the lot. No, we're not even messing around with that. That was a big enough swarming anyway that we kind of wanted out. But the no hitbox thing was kind of the icing on the cake, so to speak. We'll restart the getting swarmed immediately over here. Want to get at least a couple of percent on that workout done here today. And the half invisible, no hitbox ones has slowed us down a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, looks like our stuff broke. There we go. This is much nicer than the 6 at once. But I also want to make sure to not accidentally shoot one of those guys behind us. They're level 94. Our armor is not that fancy. It will smash us. So fast I wouldn't even know what had happened. Yep. So maybe I should have stayed up here minus the no those couple where the hitbox disappeared. It would have been problematic to get rid of them, not by the water. But this is definitely a better pace. We'll see how it goes once stuff starts respawning though, right? Yeah, I was definitely trying to not run in there. We'll let him come to us. Because I figured we'd get swarmed a little bit when the respawn started happening over here. And we're only about 6 kills away from that 2% mark that we were kind of shooting for, so. But yeah, the last time we did a hunt out here, we had like 3 globals. Got a couple of different Mind Force chips. So in that regard, today's a little bit of a bust. And I didn't even see it notify us on a Codex rank, so we didn't get one yet. Although we had to make some pretty good progress. But again, we won't be able to check until we go back to Calypso. All right, and this one is gonna wrap us up here today. We got 2% of that mission done. One mini global, we'll call it. I mean, we were right on the threshold, but not enough to get the trumpets to sound. I hope everyone is having an amazing, amazing day. Stay epic.